number 10. We are up against Legion, and today I will be using Tigra, Kitty and White Magneto. I will be taking path 1 in section 1, as well as that Peni on power snack. After that I'm moving up to path 6 in section 2, taking that Nick Fury and Sorcerer Supreme. And in the mini-boss section I will be taking Mordo and Hulkling. This time the Thing Boss will be someone else's. Normally I would take the Thing Boss with Tigra, but we had a Spider-Man 2099 take it, so I didn't have to change my master recipe. Up first we have this Mephisto, which is a very easy and simple Kitty fight. Kitty is immune to Incinerate, so all you have to really do is bait specials and you'll be fine. The aura of Incineration will be constantly ramping up my prowess potency, which makes my specials hit so much harder. At this point, one special 2 would be enough to finish the fight, but Mephisto has that regen phase when he hits 30%, so I'll have to trigger that first. Okay, I'm gonna pause this here for a moment. I did the math on this, and her special 2 would have hit for nearly 500,000 damage. And people say that Kitty doesn't hit hard. Next up is this Masochism overtime Longshot. I will be using Kitty with the White Magneto pre-fight so that I can land my parries and ramp up easier. The White Magneto pre-fight is not necessary to take this fight, but it does make it easier, so I figured why not use it. Most fights in section 1 go down in one special 2 from Kitty, so my plan here is to just get to my special 2 and throw it. I'll of course try to avoid triggering dexterity so that I don't have to worry about the global. I don't bother with baiting the special because I know that my special 2 will finish it. Next up is this power snack Peni that I also took on my last war. The plan is basically the same. I will be using Kitty with the White Magneto pre-fight. So the plan is to use the White Magneto pre-fight to get to 10 prowess as fast as possible, after which I will be completely unblockable, allowing me to ignore basically everything that Peni does. I'll avoid triggering dexterity so I don't have to worry about the power snack node, and I also have to keep my eye on her health bar so I'll know when she will trigger the backup recovery node. We usually use Red Magneto for this fight, but I did a little bit of thinking and figured that Kitty should be a pretty damn good counter for it. Well, assuming that you know what you're doing. So, before you start taking these fights, just make sure that you know what's happening and you know what you need to do. One thing to mention here that didn't happen last time is that power burn debuff. Kitty does get her power burned, but she doesn't take the damage while she is phasing. Then we have another Nick Fury on the Footloose node. I will be using Kitty Pride without any sort of pre-fights. At this point you've probably seen me take Nick Furies many times with Kitty Pryde before, and this one shouldn't be any different than the others. Nick Fury decides to throw his special one here, and I just do what I always do and eat it into my face. Not only does it do no damage to me, but I also gain more regen from the Disorient debuff, I gain more power from Kitty's signature ability, but I also don't give him power from kinetic transference. I could push Nick Fury to his second life if I threw my special 2 here, but then I would lose my prowess and Nick Fury would be stun immune, which would be slightly risky. So instead I just played slow like I normally do. Now that he is in his second life, all that I need to do is wait for him to drop down a bit and finish the fight with my special 3. You could say that I went for the kitty cycle here, but no, I really didn't. I knew that my special 3 would finish the fight. You won't see that kind of mid-tier gameplay on my channel. At least I hope you won't. I'll try my best. Up next is this Annihilus on section 2 path 6. I've taken this guy here many times, and this one shouldn't really be that different from the others. Well, except this one goes really well. Usually, for some reason, I seem to mess this fight up. Whenever I take this guy here, the plan is basically the same. I intercept him normally until he's at his special 1, which I then bait and punish with my heavy. After that I do a few more heavies in the corner to build up ruptures, and I finish the fight with my special 2. Next up is this bishop that I will be taking with Kitty Pryde. And this time you'll get to see how the fight is actually supposed to go. For whatever reason, I'm pretty sure I have messed up every single bishop fight before this during this whole season. No idea why. To deal with his special 1, after he throws it, I dash back twice and dash in to face the bullets. I stand still in front of him to allow the bullets to miss, after which I dash back in at him to start a new combo. Next up is the Sorcerer Supreme on the Ebb and Flow intercept node. I will be using Kitty Pryde, and the game plan is to just nuke it with my special 2. Her health pool is so low that with the Fury passive from the Ebb and Flow node, my special 2 should finish the fight without any issues. I don't bother baiting any specials and I just go straight for the special 2. And then we have this Mordo mini-boss with the power efficiency node. I will be taking this with Kitty Pryde, and I had an alliance mate place the White Magneto pre-fight here. The fight itself is basically the same as any Mixmaster Mordo I have taken, but I don't have to worry about the evade here. While he has the vigilance buff, he can't miss, so I won't be trying to face his special 1. The special wouldn't do any damage, but I just don't want the degeneration debuff on myself, just in case. The most important part about this fight is that you need to keep an eye on the falter. But even if you hit into him by accident while the falter is up, he can't punish you for it, since you will be facing. A pretty simple kitty fight in the end. And now for the fight that a few people have been waiting for. Hulkling on the Conflictor miniboss node with Tigra. The plan is to nuke him down with a single special too. And to do that, I have full recoil masteries on, full boosts, and I will be using power boosts as well. I have the White Magneto pre-fight, and on top of that I need the AI to cooperate with me. So it's a very scary fight. As for the fight itself, I will have to use an advanced power boost, and I will be trying to bait 2 heavy attacks from Hulkling and punish them with my heavy. That is enough power to get to my special too. At the start of the fight I go for a parry and a single light attack. I do that to trigger the neutralize, so that when I try to bait a heavy attack from Hulkling, he cannot gain his unblockable buff in case he decides to throw a few combos into my block. Here he was 1 hit away from getting the unblockable buff, so I got pretty lucky that he decided to throw the heavy. Scary fight, but it works. My group ended up getting a donut here, and we ended up winning the war 8-1.